What's up, guys? Today we're gonna do something very simple. Hopefully it's gonna be very simple. We'll see. The cigarette lighter. This is for the 08 to the, is it 08 to 13, 14? Don't quote me on the higher numbers, but 08 to I think 13, 14 Escalade. But this cigarette lighter doesn't work. It was working fine. So I think it's just a fuse. Something metal fell inside of it, and because it's got two different contacts, a positive and a negative, it touched the two contacts together and basically shorted out. So I'm pretty sure it's just a fuse. I haven't checked it yet, but I'm sure. But I thought I'd just bring you all along for the ride. So we're going to replace that fuse. The one in the back of the truck still works, so this is obviously a separate fuse than what's they're obviously on different fuses basically. So we're gonna keep this real short and simple, but we're just gonna replace the fuse for this Escalade. Also, probably same thing for the Suburban and the Tahoe as well. So let's get started. All right, so we'll go over here to the side panel on the dash, on the driver's side dash. I would say it should just pop right off. All right, so the fuse, there's a fuse box in there, but that's not where the fuse is. The only reason I'm doing this, and normally I have like another tool I use to pull the fuses with, but just so you know, there's a fuse puller in this panel on the side. So if you want to pull that off and then you can get this fuse puller, then you can go under the hood, which is where the fuse box is actually located that we're going to deal with, and you can use this to pull a fuse. So let's get to it. All right, so in this truck, this is the fuse box right here, and I'm only using one hand. Oh, it actually worked. I got it with one hand. Get out of here. Okay, so you basically just pull up and just slide it out somehow, some way. You'll get it, trust me. But it just pulls up and slides out. You got it. So this is our fuse box that is under the truck, and to figure out which fuse it is, we'll look at this fuse panel here. Now the lighting is kind of, sorry y'all, the lighting's kind of rough, let alone the heat that is kind of worn out this diagram. But basically I'm gonna look in here, and the one for the lighter, which is LTR, I'll try to zoom in, y'all. I think it's gonna blur. I don't know. No, that's gonna blur too bad. Sorry, I tried to show you all, but I'll hold it right here, so if you want to pause and then pinch and zoom on your screen. But basically 53 is the lighter. 53 is the lighter. So 53 is, all right, there's 4. From what I'm seeing, there's supposed to be, looks like 4 larger fuses. One of them is a full, it looks like 64, 65, 69, and 70 are together. So number 53 is 2 fuses over from that. You got 52 right beside number 70, and 53 is right beside that. So basically, from what I'm seeing, obviously this truck is missing, must have been some kind of additional accessory. I didn't look this up, but basically on that diagram is 1, 2, 3, 4. It was showing me 4 of these, and 53 was 2 fuses over from that. So that's the 20 right here. So we're going to pull that with my tool if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. All right, yeah, let's see if we can pull this out. Is it the right size fit? Right side fit? Yeah, come on out of there. All right, there's the 20. So that should be the one for LTR, or lighter. And what I normally do is just hold these things up to the sun, and I know you all can't. Man, I wish you could see it. Can you see it? You probably can't see it. But basically I just hold them up to the sun just to see if they're popped, and that's the way I diagnose them. And I know you can't see it, you all can't see it, but I'm trying to make it so that you can see it. Try to put it right there in the sun. So again, if you want to pinch and zoom, but right in the middle of that fuse, it's popped. It's popped right in the middle. I try to make it so you all can see it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying. But in the middle, it's popped. So we're gonna pull this out. This is a 20, and I'm gonna try to replace this one. See if I can find another 20. There are some spare fuses in that. You saw it on that cover that's in here. There's some spare fuses, but I don't see a 20, so I'm gonna see if I have a 20 in the garage. I'll check that real quick. Okay, well, I looked, I do not have a 20. I'll look for it. I don't have it. So what I'm going to do temporarily is, normally you would think, hey, if you don't have a 20, then just put a bigger one in, right? There's a 30 and there's a 10. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to put the, not going to go old, not going to put a 30 in there because I want that circuit to trip just in case something is pulling too much on it. I only use that to charge my phone. That's it. I haven't put anything else in there. So just for today and for the purpose of this video, I'm going to put a 10 in there. I'm going to stick a 10 amp fuse in that spot where the 20 came out of. And so you'd sit there and be like, hey, shouldn't you be putting the 20 back in there? Yes, you absolutely should, because the 20 is the rating that obviously is set from the factory. So you can run quite a few things if you put that the bigger fuse in there, the 20 that belongs in there. But the 10 is smaller, so I'm erring on the side of caution by going smaller. So if something does pull on the circuit that it shouldn't, the only thing that's going to happen is the fuse is going to pop sooner. And trust me, between today and tomorrow, by the time I go pick up another fuse for this thing, I think I'm in good shape. I'm only going to charge the phone, so I'm in good shape, folks. Trust me, okay? But yes, just so you know, when you pull a fuse out, you really should put the exact same one back in there. Don't go over. If this calls for a 20 and it says, you know, and you happen to have a 30 as a spare, and that's just a chance you're taking, because that circuit won't pop when it's supposed to. So you safer by going under, just to get you by until you can get to the store to grab another one. So that's what we're going to do for right now. Let's go to the truck and see if it works. All right, we found a cord. Probably leave that cord in there. So let's plug it in. Let's see if we get anything from it. It's off. Plug it in, plug it in. There it is, y'all. We got power. We got power. And again, because it's only a 10 amp out there, that's plenty to just charge my phone. I'm just reiterating, look, don't go out there and put no, you know, 50 amp fuse on a spot where a 20 amp came out of. Don't do that. Unless it's just to get you off the road, don't do that, because, you know, something else could be wrong with the circuit, and you're sitting there putting in something that you shouldn't. So always go under if you can, just to, you know, in an emergency situation. So like I said, that's quick, that's easy, y'all. Done deal. So now all we do is just put everything back together, and that's a wrap. So hopefully that helps you. Try to keep it as short as possible. That's it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you liked it.